I really hope that worked. Fun. I try to focus on my face, so hopefully that'll work. Also, if the audio quality sucks, it's probably really echoey if I'm being honest, but I just couldn't be bothered to get my lapel mic. Just gonna talk quickly because this should be no longer than 3 minutes, honestly. Today is October 31st, Saturday, last day of October. And that means next month is November, which some people may know, a lot of people may know, but probably nobody watching this. That seemed rude. Is NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, which is a thing that I attempted once and then I realized, no, that does not work for me. My life is too full to be able to sit down and do all of that. But I did want to make myself write more. Specifically, I want to work on a novel that I put off working on at the beginning of the summer because of things, and now as things are going to start escalating more and more, I realize that I need to like not write and not find excuses not to write. That's a lot of negatives. All this to say, I'm going to start a project for myself to write 1 hour a day at minimum and see how that goes for this month. I'm gonna give myself 3, maybe 4 relay days that like maybe I just can't work into my schedule or I'm just really not feeling it, which I can sense might happen after the 3rd, but I want to push through and be creative during this time. Kind of want to invite you on my journey, sort of, not really. It's just for accountability purposes for me. I feel like nobody's gonna watch this except family, which is fine because hey, we don't see each other and maybe you want updates on my life and how boring it honestly very much is. So I'm sure that was a really bad intro. That's gonna be quite bothersome to edit. But this is what we got. So I guess let's get into day 1 or week 1, or I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I might like do it a week at a time and edit and possibly upload it, or at the end of the month, but that seems like a lot more work, so I probably won't end up doing that. So let's see how it goes and how long it lasts. I got up really early this morning. It's no longer early this morning. I got caught up in things that I needed to do, so I didn't record this part because it's Sunday and Sundays are work days for me. I'm the most busy on Sundays. It's the reason why the week begins on Sunday, because I'm working. So I got up at about 6 this morning, I think. Since I was awake, I was like, all right, let's go ahead and give this a roll, and I had to wash clothes anyway. So 2 birds, 1 handful of bird seed. So I didn't get a lot done this morning because my plan was, and I went with that plan, was to read over what I had already had written in the story because I started writing it. Technically it's a rewrite because I started writing this novel in like 2000. When did I start writing Thumb? What year was that?
Late 2012 or early 2013?
Whew. Apparently around 2012, but I put it away because it was not in a place that I could write it well. But the summer I decided to give it a whirl. I thought, hey, maybe I can write this now, and then stuff, and so I stopped. But I did have like about a page of stuff written out for the first chapter of this book. So my plan for today, and what I did, was to read back over what I had written to get a feel for the scene that the characters were in and the characters. And I added probably like 3 pages to that this morning in an hour. And most of it probably won't get used in the long run. I basically copied all the stuff over that I wrote today into a separate document and just titled it Character History. Had about a page and a half I'll keep for the first chapter. So tomorrow I plan on expounding on that and moving forward with the relevant action of the scene. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. But it was a good first day. Why do I look like that? Okay. Anyway, that was day one. A lot of unnecessary information. This is 5 minutes long. It's day one. Let's see what day two looks like.
Hi. Judge me if you want, but I'm hungry, and it's my lunch break, so I'm gonna eat. Am I gonna need a napkin? Probably not. I might need a napkin. So it's day two, and I think I did really well. It took me forever to like actually start doing it because the internet is distracting. Once I sat down and started, it was real chill. It was like easy go lucky. What does that mean? I will say it's a little difficult. Okay, so when I wrote my last book, what I found that worked best for me was to like write it analog, write it all out by hand, the entire 200-page book by hand. And the reason for that is because if I'm on a computer, I will have a thought and I will like, oh, I should change this to reflect this thing that I'm doing now. And then I'll go up and start editing. But if I go up even half a page, I start editing down and I start pushing things down and moving stuff away around, and I never get anywhere. It took me 6 or 7 years to complete my first novel because of this problem. And when I switched to doing it analog, I finished writing the entire book in about 5 months, which is crazy to me. But I can't allow myself the option to go back and edit as I'm writing. The process does not work that way for me. But I feel like I need like something to start the tether on, and so that's the thing that's difficult for me. So I added another page, but I could have done more had I been writing analog. But I'm not going to do that until at least I get 2 chapters down. But yeah, that was my adventure for writing today. This is a 6-minute video already, and I didn't really say much. I feel like I'm only gonna use like 2 minutes of audio from here. Oh, did you want to know what this was? It's mine. Quail. Next day. Not enough headspace. Hi. I'm tired. This is a lot of milk tea. Am I gonna drink the whole thing right now? I can practice self-control. So I got up early again this morning to write because I wasn't sure if later in this day, the first Tuesday of November, I would feel the motivation to do such. So, you know, early bird and whatnot. I didn't actually think I was gonna write. Honestly, I thought I was like, maybe I'll just get some shots of myself on my computer and use that. But then I ended up writing for an hour. See, this is the thing you have to do. You have to just put yourself in the position to pretend that you're gonna do the thing like you're gonna do it, and then you do it. It's like self-manipulation. So today, technically what I did was restart the novel. It's not that I didn't like what I already had written, it was just that I was realizing as I was going, I was talking a lot about a secondary character and not giving enough information about the main character, our protagonist, which is not necessarily a problem of mine, but it is a thing that I notice in the media that I enjoy. I tend to like secondary characters more than the main character. And so in my writing, it's very much reflected in that. I love a large cast of characters where everyone feels real and fleshed out. Do I always manage that? Probably not. But when I do, oh, it's so good. I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to feel like, oh, I love this person. And they're not necessarily the main character, but the problem is the novel can't start off like that. I found myself thinking while I was rereading what I had written that, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get back in there. I found myself thinking that the secondary character was more interesting than the first character, and maybe I should, if not write the character from that point of view, switch the characterizations and make my main character more like my second character. But that just doesn't work out for who my character actually is. the things in her past that made her who she is today. So I had to start again earlier in the timeline so that it would make sense. It's only like 12 hours earlier than what I was already writing. This is information you don't need. Rambling aside, I started earlier to give my character some alone time so that she wasn't necessarily being a foil, but she was being the focus. So she's got top billing, so she's got to get top billing, you know? I found it a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun writing today. I almost like went longer than an hour, and I would have, except I had to start work. So I stopped. I enjoyed myself. It was one of the rare moments where I remembered how much I really do like writing and how like magical it can feel when you're like in the hold of the characters before they start deciding things on their own. Willful characters suck, but also are a lot of fun. Also, I thought I had at like 10 p.m. last night when I was so tired since stopped making. I was for some reason reminding myself aloud, again at 10 p.m., what I was doing for this project, which is a writing vlog, and then my brain was like a novel writing vlog. And then I started slurring it, saying Noir vlog. Over and over I was doing that aloud. My husband came in to check on me to see if I was okay. And my brain ended up saying Narwhal vlog. From novel writing vlog to Narwhal vlog. And so that's what I'm gonna be calling these things now. Just in case you were wondering why the title of this is Narwhal, because on day 3, technically day 2, I was too sleepy. Welcome. All right, let's see what day 4 has in store for us. I didn't drink this all. I could probably do it though.
Okay, so it's day 4, and I'm, as I knew I would be, not necessarily in the mood to be creative and work on my novel. I didn't really feel like being on camera today, so this is what you got. I hope you enjoy my breakfast. I'm kind of in that headspace of feeling aggressively numb, but I also didn't want to not write because it's only 4 days into this challenge, and that makes no sense. That feels very much like failure. So instead of working on my novel today, I worked on editing a piece that I started writing earlier this year. It actually is a follow-up to a video that I already have up called Sleight of Hand. I think that's what it was called. It was technically supposed to be a part 2. I had intentions of making it a sort of a mini series, for lack of a better word, because I keep getting complaints from my mother about how none of the things that I put up have ends and everything's just really open-ended. So I was trying to make something that felt more complete. At least that was my aim, but obviously I didn't end up doing that at all. I wrote it towards the end of me posting weekly stories. I was really burnt out by that time, which I'm sure you could tell. And also my computer was burnt out. I now have a new computer, which is why I can actually make videos again. But I thought that it would be better to just work on something I already have, do some light editing. I am moving to putting up 1 story video a month, hopefully at the end of the month. So it still made sense for me to be able to write something. I don't know that I did it for an hour consistently. I was editing and writing and staring to space a lot. It's been kind of a day. But that's it for today, I guess. Hopefully day 5 will be a little bit better, and I will be willing to edit my face. Okay, love you guys. That was weird. I mean, you're cool, but we don't really know each other like that. Unless we do know each other like that, in which case, love you.
So it's day 5, and I am still feeling aggressively apathetic. And more than that, I'm just super tired. I'm actually gonna make myself some tea. Hold on. Okay, mission accomplished. Yeah. It's just kind of been a week. I don't know if you can tell, but I have been stress twisting my hair. Gonna need to do something to fix that. I tried my hardest to be creative today, and for the most part, I just kind of stared at my computer while music played because that was the scope of my ability. And I think I was able to write 2 sentences, and that was it in about 40 minutes. So eventually I just put my computer away and pulled out a notebook, because sometimes it's easier for me to be creative if I have a physical pen and paper in my hand, and just write as a stream of consciousness and see what comes up. I wouldn't say that what I wrote was either positive or negative, but rather a litmus of the emotional cartwheels that are happening far beneath the surface. When I feel a lot, I tend to just shut down and allow my brain to be logical and everything else to not function. And that's because I just need to get through my life until I can find a space where I can process what I'm feeling. And that is not always the healthiest option, but it is the option that I go with most often. But sometimes I learn to make space to vocalize what I'm feeling in a way that's still disconnected from my actual feelings. It helps me a lot to figure out the thing that I'm feeling about. So when I went to write, what came out was this.
It feels like full spring, and the trees are growing tall and strong. But their boughs are bare, and their branches stand naked under the sun. And the trees are paper trees, and their bark is ripped away and scattered on the ground. And the ground is thick with rot, and the roots sink below it, and it feels like true spring. And the trees are growing tall and strong, but their branches stand naked under the sun. And the trees are paper trees, and their bark is ripped away and left on the ground. And the ground is thick with rot, and the roots sink below it, and I am told this is spring. And the trees are growing tall and strong, but their boughs are bare, and their branches stand naked under the sun. And the trees are paper trees, and their bark is ripped away and stamped into the ground. And the ground is thick with rot, and the roots sink below it. And it feels like that is all it will ever be.
So yeah, that's a thing. I have to stop twisting my hair. But I'm looking forward to... Oh! Sorry, I'm making lasagna for my mom. We are actually going to be celebrating her birthday today. And I'm bringing food and board games and cake. And it's actually something that I'm looking forward to. Yes, a little bit as another distraction from all the stuff that I'm feeling, but a happy distraction, a distraction with loved ones. However, that's all I can manage for today. Thank you for being here, I suppose. Let's just cross our fingers for the 6th, yeah? See ya.
Welcome to day 6. I will not be on camera today, specifically because I look a hot mess, so enjoy my dancing phalanges. I was actually able to work on my novel today, which was surprising, but not unwanted. I turned on a YouTube video of somebody cleaning a car and had the volume really low, had some water to my left and a bag of chips on my right. My husband came and took some of those chips, and we talked about memes. And I got writing done. So I continued the scene that I had been working on day 3, one of those days, either day 2 or day 3, where I started earlier in the story for the characters so that I can get a better grasp on my main character, whose name is Amelie. And so I was able to use this time to map out her surroundings and for her to have some good introspection, and honestly, it was everything that I needed. I really enjoyed being in my character's head for a little bit and out of the real world, and it was just chef's kiss of perfection. I am in a much better mood today than I have been for most of this week, and I'm glad that I was able to be creative in a way that wasn't harrowing. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about today. Not a lot of tidbits this time, but I don't have a lot of video to give you because I, again, will not be showing my face.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for the wrap up of the first week. Okay, here we go. All right, so that was the first week of this experiment. It is Saturday, and yes, technically that is the day I should be going, since I said I would be doing this all week. But you know what the beauty of this is? I make the rules, and so even in the same video I can contradict myself, which I already have, because I said this was a novel writing vlog, and for 2 days I didn't even write my novel. I wrote something else. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because again, I make the rules, and that's what makes this doable, because I am not setting goals for myself that are impossible to reach. So I would say overall, I did a good job. I wrote every day this week, except for today, which would be one of my 4 days. I decided that I deserve a break, a weekend day. Like, why would I work myself into the ground and then in the process of that, make myself dislike the thing that I'm doing for myself? That's silly. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do them on Saturdays. I'm gonna do them Sunday through Friday, and Saturday is probably like the day that I edit this or film wrap-ups, as I'm doing right now. What have I learned this week? I've learned that, what have I learned this week? Have I learned anything this week? I've learned that it's possible for me to write something, even when I'm not feeling great. And that I am able to like push through and just do it. It doesn't mean I always write a lot, as seen 2 days ago when I wrote basically just 2 lines and then a small, very small monologue thing, but that I have the capability of doing. And it makes me feel a little bit better to be able to, again, to be creative in whatever way that looks like. So, good week, I say to myself, as a first week. So it's the best week I've had thus far doing this, and that's factual. I'm excited for this journey, even if it's just for me to like eventually come and work. Wow, look at how my ear sticks out. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to doing this more and more and seeing how it changes and grows with me and my needs. I feel like this will be a good way for me to even go back and like make myself feel better about the progress I'm making at any point on my novel and in my writing in general. So I'm excited. I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried about taking the time to actively like write a self-contained story to put up once a month between all the other stuff that I'm doing and making a video for it. But we'll see how that, we got several weeks. We got like at least 3 more weeks. How many weeks are left in November? We got like 3 more weeks. Or 4. It's fine. I got it. It's fine. It's okay. We good. Thanks for joining. If you joined, I'm sure this video is like nearing 30 minutes at this point. So if you've stayed, I appreciate it a whole bunch. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to say goodnight now, because is this crooked? Has this been crooked the whole time? You know what? I'm pretty sure it's straight. It's fine. I might adjust it in post. I may. It's fine. Okay, kids, have a good night or day whenever you're watching this, if you are. And to the future me rewatching this, you're doing okay. Okay. Bye. That's my outro. Bye.